Good morning. I am obsessed with Chimp Crazy. I can't stop thinking about it. And so today we're going to be drawing a portrait of the lovely and glamorous Tonia Haddix, and yeah, I'm going to be drawing her. I think she is such an interesting person, and I just have so many thoughts on this show. And, it's similar to Tiger King. Of course, it's produced by the same people. And I think for me, it's having a similar effect on, like, my brain. I can't. I mean, when Tiger King came out, I couldn't stop thinking about it. And this is out now. I can't stop thinking about it. So we're gonna draw Tonia Haddix, and I'm gonna talk about my thoughts on the show, animal rights, Alan Cumming, who I had no. I mean, he's so cute. Okay, I'm not drawing him. I might draw him later. Because the show isn't finished. There's still more episodes coming out. I might be drawing Alan Cumming, but we're just going to talk about him because he's so adorable and I'm obsessed with him. I had no idea he was so cute. Anyway, he's cute. Okay. Today we're going to be drawing with some Conti crayons, some Faber-Castell chalk pastels, and then I'm gonna maybe attempt a little bit of oil pastels. I got some really cheap ones at Walmart. I haven't used oil pastels in years, and I wish these pictures were color, but they're not. So in the beginning of this, I'm going to be sketching her out. I might not be talking as much, but yeah, so if you want to skip ahead until I'm done with the outline, that's fine, but I'm probably also going to talk a little bit. So Tonia, okay, let's maybe, I might start with pencil just a little bit. I don't want a lot of pencil, but I just want to get the shapes. This isn't going to be a super, like, realistic or accurate portrait. I'm thinking yeah, it's not going to be hyper realistic or anything like that. Her hair is kind of up here, and her hair goes out, and then yeah, I just want the vibe. I just want her vibe, which, I mean, the vibe is exquisite. I'm here for Tonia. I actually I like her a lot. And I like the thing is, I kind of like Joe Exotic a lot. And what does that say about me? I don't know. But I think I don't agree with everything they do. I don't necessarily, like, I don't know if I'd be their friend, but, like, I like the fact that people like Tonia Haddix and Joe Exotic exist. I think they make the world a more interesting place, and yeah, so I like it. I hate drawing sunglasses. Let's draw a line here. But the similarities between the two are very apparent to me, and Joe Exotic and Tonia Haddix, I mean, Tonia Haddix is like the more toned down version of Joe Exotic, She's not she seems as though she's not going to be as problematic, but then she actually kind of is just as problematic. I was going to say if not more. I don't think she's more problematic than Joe Exotic. Let's be real. What shape are her nostrils? They're kind of... Her nose kind of does this thing. Then her nostrils go up. I don't know. Again, this isn't going to be a perfect portrait. I just want to draw and talk and get this off my chest because I've just been thinking about the show so much and I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with Alan Cummings now, and I need to watch his movies. I need to watch the movie that he was that he filmed with Tonka. I have to do it. I didn't know Alan Cummings, like, he's so well spoken, and I think he's Scottish, and his accent's really nice, and then he loves animals, and then, okay, but let's go in order a little bit. So her eyebrows go like that, kind of. I don't know if I like what I did with the nose, but we just want we want the essence. I'm just going for the essence. I'm not going for, especially because I'm doing oil pastels and I'm experimenting and I'm scared. Okay. So now I'm going to start talking for real, okay? So I am a big advocate of animal rights. I haven't eaten meat in 20 years, if that tells you anything about me. And the reason why I haven't eaten meat is because I love animals. And so I understand, like, I kind of lean more towards what PETA, I don't align with PETA all the time, but I kind of, in this instance, I agree with what PETA is standing for. But I also strongly empathize with Tonia. I totally understand her love of these animals. Because, oh, by the way, I'm definitely going to say a lot of spoilers. So, here we go. I didn't do her mouth. Oops. What is her mouth? Her mouth is very luscious. Because she gets those injections. And she shows herself getting the injections. I love people who have no shame. I mean, there's no shame in getting lip injections. There's no shame at all. But I think there's a stigma around it. Like, it's, considered shameful sometimes. And I don't think that it should be considered shameful, but she just is very much an open book, and I like that. Okay, so that's not quite right, but I'm not good at drawing lips. Anyway, we'll fix that later. We'll fix it later. But, so, oh, I smudged. It's fine. She's very tan. I wish this was in color. She's extremely tan. So, Tonia Haddix, very interesting person. Very, very interesting. And I think obsession in general is such an interesting character trait. And she's clearly obsessed with chimps and animals in general. And obsession, it can make or break people. And I think, I don't know what happens in the end. I know that the events of the documentary happened a couple years ago. So I think the information about what happens to Tonka is out there. And yeah, but I don't know what happens. So don't tell me. I want to watch it in the show. Tonia. Okay. So I love animals, and I believe and have experienced strong connections to my pets and a bond, and all of that. And I think Tonia just has such, like, she values those connections with these animals so much. And I was thinking about it, and chimpanzees are incredibly similar to humans in the way that they understand. Like, you can teach them so much more. They can understand you so much better. And like, when you have a relationship with an animal compared to like a human being, there's no judgment, there's no social pressure. It's just like this pure connection where you can be yourself. And yeah, that's like so valuable. And so to be able to connect with an animal that is more similar to a human being, you know, the most, like, they have more in common with us than, you know, than not, right? So I can imagine that if you're a person who maybe feels misunderstood, or like you don't fit in, or blah, 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 having a connection with an animal like that, where they never betray you, they don't judge you, all that stuff, I think that is like, you know, so valuable to some people. And I think a lot of women especially. And it's interesting to me that, like, you know, tigers, the whole Tiger King thing, the appeal there is very much different than the appeal of chimps. Like, I feel like the women, it's a lot of women who raise chimps and stuff. The women who raise them, I think it's like fulfilling a big maternal instinct. And with tigers are glamorous, they're powerful, and I don't want to say sexy, but I think in Tiger King they talked about, you know, tigers being, I don't know, it's like sexy if somebody owns tigers, right? Chimps, no, absolutely not. It's like the opposite. It's like they're big babies that need to be taken care of. And yeah, so it's interesting how there are so many similarities between the tiger people and the chimp people, but it's just also very different. Okay, we want a nice cleavage. I might be giving her a little bit of a lift. Give me 1 second while I want that draping. Yeah, I like that drape. There. I hated drawing draperies in art school. Very boring. Anyway, so Tonia, I love her vibe. Like, she's just so into herself and always getting all these treatments done and getting a tan and all this stuff. Love that. Because then in contrast, she's doing these very unglamorous jobs of taking care of animals, which is just, I don't know, if you've ever worked with animals before, you know it's gross and smelly and not glamorous at all. So it's just, I love the contrast. Like, she's such an interesting character for that reason. And I love all the wigs. I love all the outfits. I feel like there was more I wanted to say about chimps. But just the whole setup of the show is insane. The fact that they're lying to her, they literally are misleading her. She's trying to avoid the creative Tiger King. She has no idea that he's actually the one making the show. That is just crazy. And so it's really nuts to me. Like, when they found out she was hiding Tonka, they were like, oh, what's the right thing to do? And it's like, why are you acting like you have this moral high ground when you're literally tricking this lady into spilling her guts? And, you know, like, where do we draw the line morally and ethically, whatever, blah, blah. I thought that was a little bit silly, if I'm being honest. Which they then do go to PETA. And then I think that's where we left off. And that's, you know, we're waiting to see what happens after that. I hate drawing sunglasses. I hate it. Did I mess it up? I don't know. Anyway. I'm too much of a perfectionist. I don't like what I did with the sunglasses. I need to erase it. Can you erase Conti crayons? I don't know. Kind of. It's okay. I'm going to color over it anyway. So, yeah. So, like, the whole point of this documentary, it seems, is like, give us the facts, give us the story, and then the audience will decide who's in the right and who's in the wrong. And honestly, I think Tonia's in the wrong. I'm sorry, I just do. I think it's horrendous that people keep these exotic animals as pets. It's terrible. Like, I have owned animals my entire adult life, and I've had, you know, cats and birds. And birds, I love birds. I love birds. I love my cockatiel so much. I miss her all the time. I think she was an amazing pet, but I don't think she was really happy, even though we tried our best and tried to give her a good diet and all that. It's just really hard animals are so complex, and they have so many needs that it's hard to meet all those needs as a single person, like, especially when you're keeping that animal outside of their natural environment. So it's crazy to me that people are allowed to keep these animals as pets. And I think it's becoming, I don't really know the laws and stuff. So I was just shocked that private citizens in the 2020s could still own chimpanzees. I didn't know that was a thing. So this whole show was eye-opening to me, because like I'd heard of the, you know, Travis case a long time ago. You know, who didn't hear about that, right? Like, it was everywhere. But hold on, I have to get this shape right, or I'm gonna scream. Oh, so much better. Not perfect, but so much better. Okay, anyway. That's not right. Something like that. I don't know. We'll do that later. Okay. Yeah, people, private citizens owning chimpanzees. Crazy. I don't understand it. And it's just not, it's wrong. It's wrong. They're such intelligent animals. And there's no way that one person housing a chimpanzee in a cage can fulfill all of their needs. It's just not possible. So these animals are essentially severely neglected, even if, like, you know, she loves Tonka so much. She has his best interest at heart, or so she thinks. And because she's also selfish, she also has her own interest, you know. at the forefront of her mind. And it's interesting the way that this show talks about love and like thinking emotionally versus seeing clearly what the animal needs and that kind of thing. I think that aspect of the show is something that Tiger King was kind of lacking, because Joe Exotic didn't have this. He liked his tigers, but I don't think he had this connection with them that Tonia experiences with her monkeys and her apes. But I need to get started with the hair or something. I hate the way this is looking right now. Yellow. Ooh, I'm scared. I'm so scared. Do I want to do yellow? I don't know. We'll see. I'm scared of this color. In this picture it is a little bit yellow. It's not this yellow though. But it's fine. We're not trying to be perfect here. We're just trying to have fun. But it is a very light colored wig, so I need to keep that in mind when I'm doing this. But, you know, in the beginning of this series, I was kind of rooting for Tonia. Like, I didn't want the chimps to be lost for her sake. Like, I liked her enough. You know, I don't agree with chimps being kept. But I'm, like, when she lost the lawsuit or whatever, I was like, oh my God, no. You know, just because for her. Like, because I empathize with her. And I like her. But then you think about those chimpanzees and just how they have, their life is just diminished in those circumstances. It's just, it's really, it's so sad. And I think humans have a hard time if they connect with something and if they're attached to something, they have a really hard time letting things go. Which again is completely, I understand that. I understand that completely. We're going to start with her skin now, I think. We're going to lay down this. Okay, so I have very basic chalk pastels, and then I have very... We're just going to start. Oh, this is so yellow. I need it to be orange. We're just going to lay down a little bit, and then... Okay. Okay, when it mixes with the Conti crayon, it looks better, but I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared, I'm scared. Okay. Yeah, when it mixes with the Conti crayon, it's moving in the right direction, but I don't want to... Yeah, we'll put a little bit of the Conti crayon. So we're going to contour a little bit here. And then under her glasses, there's a nice shadow here. Right under her nose. And under here, and here. Sorry. It's hard to talk when you're like really getting, like just starting out in a drawing. I think it's easier once you have some more stuff established. But anyway, Tonia. I want the neck to be darker too. Yeah, so I feel like Chimp Crazy it might not be the viral hit that Tiger King was, just because Tiger King had so many different colorful characters. I feel like the whole intrigue is kind of just around this one person, Tonia, and so I don't know if it will be as viral as Tiger King, but I almost think it's more important than Tiger King, just because chimps are so closely related to us and they are so intelligent. It's just so disgusting to keep them in cages. And I'm not saying that Tonia's disgusting. I don't know. Maybe she is. I don't know. I don't know her. Maybe some more information will come out about her where I'm like, ew, I don't like you anymore. But my opinion of her now is just she is a very passionate woman who unfortunately is passionate about something that I don't agree with. And, you know, who knows? She could be right. She could be the person who could best provide for Tonka. Maybe Tonka likes his life. I don't know. But I just don't think that's the case. But yeah, I definitely think, like, honestly, if I'm being real, chimpanzees freak me out. I think they're kind of creepy. So I can imagine, if they look like this and they're all cute, absolutely. I would hold one and have fun and all that. But bigger ones are really scary. And I think there's a reason why they're scary. It's because they are dangerous animals. And just keeping them in close proximity with humans is just crazy. Oh, oops. I didn't draw her scarf around her neck. Oops. We'll get in there. I don't like the direction this is going, but I'm always like this in the beginning, and then it comes out decent in the end. So we're going to go ahead and do her scarf. Like that. And something like that. Yeah. Anyway, I've been thinking about this so much. I feel like I thought about it too much, and now I'm not good at collecting my thoughts anymore. But we need a cooler tone in this to make her less orange. I don't like this color. Maybe I'll start, no. I might color the glasses in, though. That's not the right color. But yeah, chimps are scary. And I love the way they juxtapose the stories of Travis and Buck, I think is the other one's name. What am I doing? I'm fixing her nose. Fixing the schnoz. Okay. That's not quite right. Okay, just keep going. So, what is going on with this drawing? Okay. I just need to like let go. I think that's my problem. I just need to let go and have fun and not think. So we're gonna start coloring in her glasses with an oil pastel, which I'm terrified of. I'm terrified. Oh, I'm terrified. Okay. I'm still scared. Okay, but chimps are scary. And I just think that since they are so similar to people, like similar to humans, the people that own them, they're like, oh, they're my babies, and they get like a really, I mean, you can get a strong bond with any animal, I think, but I think because they're so similar to humans and they have that look, you know, people just get so insanely attached, and then stupid stuff happens because they're not humans, they're animals. And you can't meet all their needs. They don't have the same needs that we do. I mean, they do, but they also don't, you know? But like, I get it. So I still have sympathy for Tonia as of recording this video. I don't know what's going to happen in the next episodes. I have no idea. I kind of want to listen to the podcast that they've been advertising, just because I wouldn't mind taking in some more content about this show. But it's crazy, y'all. It's like the animal people like Tonia. There's animal people like Alan Cumming, and there's animal people like Tonia. And the animal people like Tonia, they just seem to be a bit obsessed with themselves, like a kind of big ego, you know. Like, the animals serve as an extension of themselves, kind of, and that's kind of problematic. Oh, I don't know if I like this. This is so yellow. This whole thing is yellow and orange, and I don't know what's going on. And I'm scared of this oil pastel. Yes, I am. But yeah, I definitely think that people get too attached to these things and ideas, and they just can't let go. And it's sad. It's sad for the human that is going through that, and then it's sad for the animal that is the victim of the situation. Okay, so the chalk pastel will mix in with this. I didn't think that would happen. And I'm frightened. Let's go ahead and start on her shawl thingy. Just because I want to. It was kind of like a darker pink color. These oil pastels are really cheap, so I don't know. This is scary. Very scary. But I never imagined I would be thinking about chimpanzees so much, just because I just don't like them. Or not that I don't like them, I like them, but I would be scared to be around a big one. And same thing with tigers, I guess. I'm scared of tigers, but tigers fascinate me more, I think, than chimps. I don't know, I just don't like monkeys that much. Like, little monkeys are okay, but I think when an animal's too close to a human. It just kind of freaks me out a little bit. I don't know if I hate this or not. But I love the drama. The way that they've laid out this whole series is really, really well done. I don't like the fact that they were dishonest, though. I know it's like, oh, journalism, blah, blah. But, like, they literally were dishonest about their intention. And so Tonia opened up to them thinking that they are pro private ownership of exotic animals, and then they're actually not. So I just don't like that. I get it, and I'm glad they did it, because otherwise we wouldn't have this show, I guess, but I just don't... It just was shady to me when they were like, oh, Tonka's alive, now we have to go tell PETA, and it's like... You're also lying to a person and threatening their livelihood, so, like, you can't pretend you have the moral high ground. Like, even if you don't agree with their livelihood, you're still coming into their life and their world and interfering with them. And that's kind of what Tonia's doing with the chimps. So, like, of course, chimps can't advocate for themselves the same way humans can. But, I don't know. I just didn't like that they snitched on her. It felt, like, icky. And... yeah, I just didn't like that. Like, where are your morals really? Like, if you value animal life, you should also value human life. You know? But, I don't know. But I love Alan Cumming, and they keep showing him, and he's so cute. And I had no idea Alan Cumming was a baddie. And they show him, like, posing nude with the vegetables. And I just thought he was so cute. And then he's so well-spoken. He has such a nice accent. And then the way he describes his connection with Tonka is really sweet. And it broke my heart when he was, like, talking about, you know, after he was done filming. I forgot what the film is called, but he made a movie that featured a bunch of chimpanzees, and when the film was over, he had this bond with Tonka, but he never really knew what happened to him, and he just always assumed that, you know, Tonka retired somewhere nice and he's living with other chimps or something, and then you see Tonka in this cage, and he's kind of isolated, and they don't allow him to be around other chimps because he gets bullied and stuff or whatever. And it just made me it just broke my heart, absolutely, to think that, you know, all these years he would think about Tonka, and then Tonka's actually locked away in a cage. That's just really depressing. And, yeah, that messed me up. But I definitely have a crush on Alan Cumming now, and I need to watch his movies. I want to watch the movie with the chimps. It looks cute. It's probably not the best movie, but it looks cute. Okay, now that the color's coming through with the texture, I like it better, but I think I'm just being too hesitant. I'm just scared of these oil pastels. Like, I don't remember oil pastels working like this. I don't know. But let's talk about PETA. Let's talk about PETA for a second. I don't know if I agree with PETA all the time. Like, I like animal rights. I like activism for animals. I think that's cool. But sometimes they just take it too far, I think. And I think sometimes they say that they want, and this is something that they didn't really show in the documentary, like the extreme side of PETA. I mean, they showed it a little bit, but I think they also don't think humans should have pets. And I don't know if I agree with that. I understand the sentiment, but then we also domesticated cats and dogs, and they don't really have a place in the ecosystem other than being pets. So what would you do with them? You know? I don't know. I used to know more about PETA and this animal activist stuff back in the day, but I don't really know as much, so I'm not like gonna sit here and pretend like I know what I'm talking about. But I have heard stuff like that, and I'm like, I don't know if I agree with that. I think I think that not all people should be able to own animals, for sure. But I don't think that animals should be euthanized so that they, just because they're pets. Like, I think there's a lot of happy dogs and cats out there, Birds and stuff, I don't know. I think eventually, well, no, I think people always own birds, honestly. But birds, it's really, sad. I used to own birds, and birds are great pets, but they're just too high maintenance. Way too high maintenance. Unless you have like a whole flock of them and you have an aviary and they live outside. There's ways to make it work, but you can't I don't know. Birds are I don't like animals in cages in general, really. I do like rats, though. Rats are great pets. And I think you can have rats and they'll be okay, I think. But they are also very high maintenance, too. And people underestimate the amount of work it takes to own happy animals, So her skin, that's not the right color. Maybe I should put a little bit of this down, but she's so not this pale. I'm scared. I don't like it. I don't know if I'm gonna like this drawing. I don't know if I'm gonna like it. I hate it right now. I really hate it, which is normal. I always hate my drawings, but I feel like this would work better for her hair color. Yeah. Oh, I'm scared. I should have looked up oil pastel techniques, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just going to put a little bit over here and pray. And then we can go over it with white, I think. Oh, I hate it. Maybe I don't like oil pastels anymore. Or maybe, I don't know. I hate it. In camera it looks a bit better, but I hate it. I hate it right now. And I didn't draw her arms. And I don't think I want to. Yeah. Anyway, I had so many thoughts, like I was preparing thoughts, and I think I shouldn't have done that. I think I should have just like left my mind blank about it, because if I'm speaking from my mind as it's coming to me, it's better. But now I'm like trying to pull thoughts that I had last night or this morning or something. But, this is not a structured video. I did not write anything for this. This is just my thoughts and feelings. And I feel like you can't have private ownership of big exotic animals. You just can't. Even if you love them and all that. Okay, what color? What color? Oh, what color? Maybe I'll do her lips a little bit. I keep hitting my thing. Wow, why is this making it so much better all of a sudden? I don't know if I like the chalk with oil pastel thing. I don't know. Do we need a little bit of brown to tone it down? Oh. Maybe I should just... Oh. Oh no. I shouldn't have done that. Can I scrape this off? Anyway, everything is fine. I didn't mess anything up. I don't like this drawing. I don't like it. Should I just like let loose? I should just let loose. I have to let loose, okay? Think about the chimps. Think about the chimps. Yeah, I gotta start loosening it up or I'm gonna hate it and I'm done. Okay, so we're gonna come in with some shadow here. And Tonka, oh my god, I think the way Alan Cumming talks about Tonka makes me like Tonka more. And the way Tonia talks about Tonka too, like how he's just so sweet and docile and he wouldn't hurt a fly. And, you know, he seems like such a sweet individual. And I hope Tonka, I don't know where Tonka is right now. I don't even know if he's still alive because this show was filmed like 3 years ago. And yeah, I just don't know. I have no idea where Tonka's at. And I hope he's okay. And it's just it's so sad. You see him here. I'm pretty sure this is him. You see him in that picture and he just looks so sweet. And the way Alan Cumming said that he would run up to him when they got to set. Oh, it just breaks my heart. It breaks my heart that these animals are so sweet and stuff, and then they just get taken advantage of by these crazy people. Like, oh, we didn't even talk about Connie. Oh my god. Connie. I don't like that lady. I get a bad vibe. Tonia, I like. I like Tonia. I don't know why. I think because Tanya's so genuine, it's hard for me to dislike people that are genuine, even if I don't agree with what they're doing. It's hard for me to dislike them. And but Connie is just shady, and she made all that money off the chimps. And I mean, I think Tonia probably made money off the chimps too, in some capacity. But like Connie, I don't like Connie. Connie is sketchy. And yeah, she's sketchy. Don't trust her. I do not trust her. And this needs to go up a little bit. Oh my god, she kind of looks like I Dream of Jeannie. Like the bouffant and the colors of the dress and stuff. It's very I Dream of Jeannie-esque. But anyway, this video's a mess. I'm a mess. I can't wait for more of the show to come out. I'm literally dying of anticipation. But I don't want to know. Like I was watching a YouTube video about Tonia, and it got to the part where, you know, they're talking about PETA presenting evidence to the court that Tonka is alive and they're coming to get Tonka and stuff, like, I stopped watching it there because I was just like, I don't want to spoil it. I don't want to spoil the show for myself. So I stopped, and yeah, these just aren't very good pastels. These are just shitty. I mean, I don't know what I expected. These are shitty Walmart pastels. I need to buy some better ones, I think. Or I just suck at pastels. I don't know. That is not dark enough. That is not dark enough at all. I'm gonna have oil pastel bits all over my floor. Oh. Girl, what did I do to you? How do I make it darker? Let me see. Maybe a little brown. I didn't really want her garment to... Maybe we can blend it. It's not going to be perfect and everything is fine. Yeah, I just don't know if oil pastels are for me. Maybe I'm too timid for oil pastels. Maybe I have to be big and bold and nuts. Maybe I should play with the lines more. I don't know. In camera, it's not as bad. But, okay, let's see. Oh, that's very yellow. Oh, it's too yellow. But I'm just gonna lay color down, and then I'm gonna put white over it and see what happens. I don't know if that's a good idea. Yeah, I don't know. Blonde hair with these colors and the tan skin, I'm struggling. Yeah, I don't think... Chimp Crazy is amazing. I really like the show. I really think it's a great show. However, I don't know if it's going to be as popular as Tiger King, just because we have Lovely Alan Cumming. Love him. He's a good guy. I think the more bad guys you have in a show, the more interesting it is. Tiger King, they had like so many different villains, essentially. Carol Baskin, that one guy, I don't know who he is, I don't remember his name, Joe Exotic, you know, all these different characters. And I hate the hair, I hate it. I hate it. God, I am not an oil pastel person. I'm struggling. Do we have a brown? I need a brown. Also, I think people in general maybe won't be as interested in chimps as they are in tigers. Or maybe that's just me. But I just hope that all the chimps are okay and they're safe. And hopefully, you know, this won't happen anymore where people are privately owning these animals. And I feel kind of bad for Tonia because it's like she was swindled. She was under the impression that these people were pro, you know, private ownership, and they're not. And so who knows what she's thinking right now. But at the same time, again, I am glad that this show exists because it's very entertaining, and also I hope that, you know, the chimps are benefiting from it. Like maybe they're getting more donations to the chimpanzee centers and stuff, and who knows, she could have held on to Tonka if it wasn't for this guy, and I don't know if that's the best thing, right? Again, I don't know. She could be right. She's the one with the animal. She could know him better than we know him, and maybe he is happier with her because he's familiar with her. I don't know. But I just don't think it's fair to keep an animal in an enclosure that small. Even if you love them and you have their best interest at heart and all that. Like, I think Tonia's sympathetic right now because, like, I don't think she's, like, a bad person. And, again, for me, she's just kind of like a character on a TV show right now. I don't know her. And we get a very limited perspective and a skewed perspective because we're seeing what the director is showing us, right? So we don't know who Tonia actually is and if she's a good person or not. Oh, I hate this drawing. I'm about to give up. I'm gonna do big reflections. Yeah, I definitely think I should buy better oil pastels. And I think next time I talk about something, I'm going to write a little list of bullet points because I think that's where I'm struggling with talking about this. But, you know, this is just very casual. I'm not trying to be a commentary YouTuber. I just wanted to talk about my feelings. But I wish this portrait came out better. I don't really like it. Okay, I'm not sure where my camera cut off, but I'm just looking at this and I just don't like it, y'all. I don't like it. And I definitely, next time I do this, I'm going to write down notes like I did with my Love is Blind thing, because I feel like I just had such an easier time talking about Love is Blind than I am talking about this, because I didn't write anything down this time. Oh, her teeth are showing in her mouth. I'm just going to do that, yeah. I think I like to be too precise, and so I don't know if oil pastels... I mean, I could probably make oil pastels work for me eventually. I just I need to lower my expectations, I think. Or change my expectations. Maybe not lower them, but change them. You definitely have to be a little bit looser, I think. But I do like the texture of this, you know, the texture of the oil pastel is nice. I need more practice with it, I think. Yeah, this is a miss for me. The hair, this is a miss. I don't like it. What does this color look like? It's very gold. Oh, maybe this was the right color. Yeah, I do like this color. Oops. Let's define her nose a little bit more, but not too much. Oops. Make those a little smaller. Oh. But yeah, sorry this was such a mess and I'm whining and all that. And next time I'm gonna write down my thoughts and be more organized, because there's going to be more episodes coming out. I still need to talk about Love is Blind finale. I didn't do that yet. But we'll see if I do that or not. I don't know. But I like talking and drawing because I like to talk. I just don't love this drawing, which is such a shame because I do like Tonia a lot. I wish this drawing was better. It's okay. It's coming. It's getting there. I don't know. Why don't I like it? Why don't I like it? I don't know. I think, actually, I don't mind the face and everything. I don't like the hair. That's what I don't like. I should have paid more attention to the curls, but I think I was just like, whatevs. I think I'm done. I'm going to leave it up. I'm not going to spray it yet. I'm going to leave it up just in case I look at it and I want to touch it up a little bit. But as of right now, let's do a little contour. The oil pastels are growing on me. You can get really nice texture. I do like that. But I'm going to post this on YouTube. Oh no. I've never posted, all the drawings I've done so far on this channel, I've kind of liked them, but I mean, I don't hate it. It's okay. Let's give her a little slightly more colorful lip, maybe. Just a little. I'm still going to post this. I'm going to post it, and yeah. Even though I don't like it. It's okay, because maybe if you're watching this, you've also drawn something that you don't like before, and maybe you didn't feel good about it. And the thing is, sometimes it doesn't happen the way we think it's going to happen, and it's totally fine. And this makes me want to come back to oil pastels, even though I just feel like I could do a lot better than this. I just need to practice, because this is basically like a practice for me, because I haven't used these in so long, you know. But yeah, this video is low-key a flop. It's fine. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with flopping. But I hope, you know, if you wanted to hear somebody ramble about this show, because you don't have any friends that watch it either, then I hope you enjoyed this. And if you draw stuff and you don't like it, or you think you're bad at drawing or something, I think I'm kind of good at drawing, and I drew this thing I don't like. So, never give up. I just feel like I lost, I don't know. I just don't like it. I'm sorry, Tonia. Oh. Yeah, I just, maybe next time I'll just do only oil pastel and not mess with the chalk pastel. But, oh, I should draw Alan Cumming. He's so cute. He's adorable. So cute. Okay. I think that's it. I'm going to leave her up just in case I need to touch it up. But that's it for me today. Next time I will think more about what I'm going to say and write a little list of points I want to make so that I'm more organized, because yeah, I need to do that. This was a lesson about oil pastels and about structuring videos in this format. So yeah, thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. And yeah, okay, I'm gonna show a close-up now, even though I don't like this drawing. Don't give up on your dreams, keep drawing, and I'll see you next time. Bye.